Here's how to dribble behind the back for beginners, and these secrets, hacks, and drills will help you learn it today, guaranteed.
So there's a couple ways you want to think about doing this. The first is making it almost like a crossover, parallel to your body, side to side, just behind your hips. If you've got a wall or fence to work with, push the basketball as hard as you can, right in between your legs so it bounces there, but then have it go off the wall or fence. That'll make it a habit to put some power into your behind the back, which is a big mistake a lot of beginners make. Do that until it feels comfortable and easy. Also notice my stance, a little bit wider and shoulder width apart with my butt down. We want to do that for all of our flat back behind the backs. By the way, if you want the fastest way to improve your ball control and your behind the back, and pretty much any dribble you can think of, get ball on a string, gethandles.com/string. Then you want to work on going from two hands, pushing the ball behind the back, and then grabbing it with the other. Once you got that down, go from one hand into that behind the back, and then from there, dribble behind the back, dribble back the other way. If this is giving you a hard time, think about slapping your butt, the same side butt, as you release the basketball, or have your wrist hit there. That'll give you a consistent release. And another tip is to have your other hand low weighting, so that gives you more time to feel the basketball as it's coming up and more time to get control over it, which a big body hack for this is close your eyes, slap behind your back. That's easy. You don't need to see other body parts. If you can make the catch and the release as close to a clap as possible, it's going to be a lot easier to do it without having to look. Don't be afraid to look at the basketball when you're first learning how to do this, because that way if you're messing up because you're hitting your butt or you're just pushing the ball back too far, you'll start to be able to see those things and you can make quicker adjustments. Another tip that'll help you is think about for the flat back, having your palm face sideways. If it's sideways, the ball's gonna go sideways. Once you've got that down, you wanna work on going from a dribble into a 1-2 speed stop behind the back. You wanna make sure you do this going with left hand, right, left, but also with left hand, left, right hand, left, right, and right hand, right, left. Once you got those down, work on going into a drive, a crossover, and a shot. A hack for you as you improve, and you want to go from a different dribble move into a behind the back. Get your hand weighting low down here so you can catch it low and push it immediately. Next, you want to work on the wrap behind the back. If you got a wall or a fence, face towards it this time instead of sideways, wrap it so you release over here. Once you've got that down, go from two hands, get your hand behind the ball and push it forward. Then try to do it from one hand, pushing the ball forward. Tip for this one, think about having your opposite hand hit your opposite butt cheek or your wrist. That'll help push the ball forward, and a little flick of the wrist will help. With the flat back behind the back, we thought about having your palm face this way. For this one, have your palm more this way. So think about pulling the ball back so your hand can get into this position with the palm forward, and then you can push it behind the back. Then you want to work on wrapping and shuffling your feet both ways, and wrapping and having the same side foot as the hand that's doing the dribble coming across your body like this, both ways. A tip that'll help you with these wrap behind the backs is think about having your body a little more sideways. Then you don't have to try to like wrap your hand so much, and it can be a little bit closer to that flat back, but since I'm angled, it's gonna push the ball a little more forward. And a pro secret on your wrap behind the back, almost every best pro player, they're going to peek down at the basketball for a second, because when you're pushing it out further, you just need to relocate where it is at. But definitely practice it so you don't have to look. Then work on stopping with a regular dribble or some other kind of dribble, and get into all those footwork patterns both directions. Then work on those wrap footwork patterns into a jump shot. Across.
The fastest way to improve your ball control is my ball on a string program. Get it at gethandles.com/string. It's helped thousands of players.